Live again here at Dongtan Beach. I think my previous live got cut short. I tried to go live through the Prism app, and I thought I was live the whole time, but it looks like I was only live for like a minute and 38 seconds. So I'm gonna try this again. I'm going live this time directly through YouTube. So we're gonna see. I try to use third-party apps because with third-party apps, you can uh, you can use you have more of a variety of resolution settings that you can actually stream through to make your video come out a lot clearer and more crisp. I don't know what resolution rate I'm streaming at right now through YouTube. I'm assuming it may be 720, but I know when you go through other third-party apps like OBS Streamlabs or through Prison apps, you can stream all the way up to 1080 resolution and 30 and 60 frames per second. But maybe I don't have enough data on my phone plan to stream 1080 through those other apps. So maybe my stream got cut short. So I'm trying to live stream now through YouTube and see how it comes through. But anyway, it's a nice hot day out, but we got some pretty good shade going on right now. And let's see, how do I turn this thing around? Give you guys a shot of Koh Larn, a beautiful island, just about 45 to 50-minute ferry ride from Pattaya. You see that island off in the distance? That is Koh Larn. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit. There we go. Hot day out, but we got some pretty good shade going on right now. And let's see, how do I turn this thing around? Give you guys a shot of Koh Larn, a beautiful island, just ferry ride from. Yep, so you see that island off in the distance. I don't know if I told y'all before, but what I absolutely love about being here in Thailand and presumably other Southeast Asian countries that I haven't been to yet, I love the peace and the serenity that you get over here. I mean, they do have these cities like back in America and probably every other place in the world where they have the hustle and bustle cities. But places like this here in Pattaya, and in particular here where we're at right now on Jomtien, it's for the most part quiet. And really more particularly here on Jomtien side because during the high season, Pattaya can get a little bit hectic as well because that's really where most of the nightlife is at when the tourists are here during normal conditions. Yeah. And you know what? Switching the subject a little bit, I just recently completed my second extension on my special tourist visa that I'm on over here. So it's a pretty easy process. I know there's some people that have YouTube videos where they actually make content on how to renew your visa, and some of the times, I'm not gonna say a lot of the time, but some of the times they go through visa service agencies. And that's cool. I'm not knocking them, but just for the sake of putting it out there, it's very easy to do it yourself as far as going to immigration. I mean, long as you have your paperwork, which it, to make sure that you have everything you need the first time you go, what I suggest is to make a trip to immigration just for the sole purpose of finding out what documentation you need, and then get your documentation in order, and then go back down there again to actually complete your visa extension. It's not really difficult at all. I mean, the hardest part about extending your visa over here is just waiting in line. I mean, the lines are fairly long. Matter of fact, I just did my second visa extension about 2 days ago, and that was the hardest part, just standing in line. I think I got there like around. Well, I went there twice because the first when I went the first time that morning, uh, the line was so long that it was going to cut into the time that they go for lunch. So they came out and told everyone who wasn't processed yet, far as getting a ticket number to have your visa done, to come back at 1 o'clock. So that's what I did. Actually, came back at 12:30, about 30 minutes prior to 1 o'clock, and I was out there probably about 2:30 or 3. So long as you have your documentation in order, you can be in and out of immigration within about 2.5 to 3 hours. Um, it's really not difficult at all. What I would suggest, going through that process, just show up. I say maybe 20 to 30 minutes before they open to make sure you get a decent uh, spot in the line to where it won't push you out to where they have to tell you to come back that afternoon. Because I didn't do that. So, show up about 30 minutes before they open and have your documentation together, and you'll be in and out of there in about 2.5 hours. And that 2.5 hours is just a combination of, like I said, waiting in line and the processing time for your visa. But it's a very easy process, not hard at all. Just dedicate one day, whether it's the morning or the afternoon, into going to immigration, and you'll be done. You don't really need a visa agency. But if you choose to use one, I'm not knocking that either. But I'm just saying, save you a few bucks. I don't know how much it costs to use a visa agency, but you can do it yourself. But anyway, enough talk on that visa talk. Kind of hard to believe I've been here for 180 days already. Well, technically on 27 November will mark my 180 day here in country. And truth be told, I really haven't done a whole lot with my time here. I have done a lot of self discovery from being here. I realized, you know, a lot of things about myself, and believe it or not, I kind of know what I want my life to be going forward. But I'm gonna keep that to myself right now. But I know what I want my life to be going forward, and I have reconciled with a lot of things that I had failed to reconcile with when I was back in the states. But I recommend to anyone out there who are really struggling or who have struggled with themselves in their life, if you have the opportunity, if it presents itself. Um, Thailand, Philippines, one of the slower pace type countries. If you can, I highly recommend that you go because you get to see a whole another side of what life could be like. You know, I told myself I was going to give up on all this philosophy and all this trying to philosophize a lot of things, but that's another thing I realized about myself. I like to contemplate. I like to think. I like to theorize. And everybody's not into that. I get it. But that's what I like. So, if you're on my channel and you're listening to my content, uh, if you get too annoyed with me trying to philosophize and it doesn't resonate with you, I don't know what to tell you. But that's one of the few things I will share with you that I've reconciled with being over here, that I just gotta be me. Whether that's boring, whether it's exciting, whether it's over philosophizing, whether it's overthinking, I just gotta be me. Because you know what? When you're being you, you're at peace. And even when you're one of those type person who thrives in chaos, if that's what bring you peace, that's what bring you peace. Long as you're not stepping on anyone else's toes. I'll be the first to admit, a lot of my philosophy is not going to make sense to a lot of people. But I guarantee you, it's going to be somebody out there who understands and resonates with what I'm saying. And those are the ones that I'm concerned about, not the ones that can't resonate with what I'm philosophizing about, or what I'm talking about. What's up? Who is that?
Real.
Hmm.
Hmm?
Well, oh, that's how she really looked, and what was her after picture?
Yes.
Goodness,
Real.
my goodness. Why the deception is real. The deception is real. So I take it you're not going to get into the water.
Huh?
You're not getting in the water today.
I don't think so. But you pee?
No, I don't need you to go out there for that.
Huh?
I can go out there. I can go out there and do that on my own. Goodness. Yeah, pretty peaceful out here, folks. In about a few more weeks, we're gonna be heading out to Phuket to hang out there for a couple of weeks and check out the beaches out there. probably hit up Patong Patong Beach or the walking street over there in Patong, whichever one it's called. I don't know. I'm still on fresh legs when it comes to being here in Thailand and moving around throughout Southeast Asia. I haven't even really ventured out in the 180 days that I've been here. But uh, I am starting to get a little bit froggy. I think I'm ready to start branching out to other parts of Thailand. And you know, when I come back next time, to even make trips between Thailand and the Philippines, provided that the borders are open. Uh, I'm pretty comfortable now with actually being in Pattaya, so I don't feel like I'm not feeling like I'm content with just being on the normal path, like far as just going to Soy Bucao and Beach Road, Second Road, stuff like that. So December is gonna be the month where I really start to spread my wings a little bit. We're gonna go to Phuket for a couple of weeks, and then while we're there, we're probably gonna end up planning. We're gonna be planning our trips to somewhere else. So um, I don't know, maybe to Koh Phi Phi or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. I really think that a lot more things are gonna open up as far as night venues and stuff. Probably before the uh, the January 15th, 2022 new projected date for everything to open up as far as the bars and the complete lift of the alcohol ban and stuff like that. I know I've been seeing in the news that a lot of bar owners and other high up prosperity type businessmen are really petitioning hard for lifting that alcohol ban and other restrictions for here in Pattaya. And and I think they have a good chance of that potentially happening because um, these other green zones or that have higher numbers than Pattaya have been allowed to open, and or sell alcohol, up to a certain time at night, but Pattaya has not. So I think December is going to be a real good, interesting month as far as more easing of restrictions, and that's going to be right in alignment with the timeline of us finishing my condo lease here in Pattaya and being able to move on to Phuket and other places. What are you doing? My goodness. What are you doing? Well, anyway, folks, I'm gonna go ahead and end this live stream. I know it's early in the morning in the States, and on top of that, it's a work day, and people are probably asleep and going to be waking up in probably about another 3 or 4 hours and getting ready for work. And I'm so glad that that part of my life is over. But I'm going to end this live stream, and I hope you guys, uh, finish up your good night's sleep, knock out the next day of hard work, and maybe I'll see you on another live stream. All right, you guys take care. I'll see you later. Peace.